What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Get a Grip Sports Basketball, and the 2021 NBA Draft is in the history books. Today, I will be answering some of the biggest questions coming after the NBA Draft. Let's hop right into it. The best pick of the draft has to be the first overall pick. The Detroit Pistons taking Cade Cunningham, shooting guard out of Oklahoma State. Cade Cunningham, he is a huge build, a very tall guy. If he can add some muscle, he will be extremely dominant. His finishing skills remind me a lot of LeBron James. His build looks a lot like LeBron James if he puts more muscle on. I think Cade Cunningham is going to have a wonderful future with the Pistons and in the NBA, racking up multiple MVPs and All-Stars. The biggest surprise of the draft is going to be Scottie Barnes going to the Raptors over Jalen Suggs. It looked like that the top four were set in stone. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, and Jalen Suggs with a couple movements among the four. But nobody expected Scottie Barnes to go to the Raptors. I feel like Jalen Suggs was the better player, but Scottie Barnes fits better into the Raptors system. He'll probably start at small forward with maybe Kyle Lowry at point guard and Fred VanVleet at shooting guard. But if Kyle Lowry decides to leave the organization, then Jalen Suggs would look like he was the better option. However, Scottie Barnes is positionless. He is a very huge guy. He's very good at creating space. He's a very big playmaker. He can shoot the ball very well, and he definitely works very well into the Raptors system. The biggest draft day move was, of course, Russell Westbrook heading over to the Los Angeles Lakers. Will the Lakers be good, and who won the trade? I feel like the Lakers will absolutely do good and benefit from this. I think they are going to win the championship next year with Russell Westbrook at point guard, small forward LeBron James, power forward Anthony Davis, and center Andre Drummond. Those are all All-Stars. Two of them are MVPs. One is a Defensive Player of the Year. All of them have huge accolades of their career. Shooting guard, we will probably pick up somebody in free agency, a very cheap option, or we might start Alex Caruso, who is a very scrappy defensive player. I think the Russell Westbrook trade was definitely won by the Lakers. Yes, we gave up a first-round pick. However, it ended up being Isaiah Jackson, who went over to the, I believe, Pelicans in exchange for Aaron Holiday going to the Wizards. We do lose Kyle Kuzma, KCP, and Montrezl Harrell. However, none of those guys really were at their best with the Lakers. The biggest steal of the draft has to be the Utah Jazz getting Jared Butler with the 40th overall pick. I thought Jared Butler was absolutely first-round potential and definitely deserved to be a first-round pick. However, he wasn't just not a first-round pick. He wasn't one of the first few second-round picks. Jared Butler was one of the most NBA-ready players heading into the draft, and I feel like he is a player that could start on an NBA team, if not be a very good sixth man. And that's exactly the role he will get with the Jazz, either backing up Donovan Mitchell or Jordan Clarkson. Jared Butler, he's a very good ball handler. He won the March Madness most valuable player, essentially, back in March when he won a national championship with Baylor. And I'm shocked that he fell to the second round. He is a more than ready NBA player. I feel like he played at an NBA level against big teams such as Gonzaga, who gave lottery picks like Corey Kispert and Jalen Suggs, and I feel like Jared Butler will have a very long future in the NBA. The player with the biggest bust potential is going to be Jalen Green, for me, at least, the second overall pick going to the Houston Rockets. He's probably going to start for the Rockets immediately. I don't feel like he's very NBA ready. Yes, he played in the G League. However, he did show some major weaknesses. He wasn't very strong going to the basket, which hurts players in the long run. I feel like the Houston Rockets made the right pick for the system of the Rockets organization, but Jalen Green, I feel like he will not have a long NBA career. I feel like he might be an Anthony Bennett type player who had all the potential in the world, but wasn't very humble and big ego. I can definitely see that out of Jalen Green with his interviews getting ready for the NBA. So this is probably not going to work out, but if it does, I can't say that I'm super surprised. Jalen Green is a phenomenal player, and he has huge potential. As always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe down below and comment who you think is the best player that got drafted.